Hi, Tom here again today for Shifter. This is a channel all about urban cycling and bike commuting. If you like this video, please consider subscribing down below. It makes a big difference. Today, we will be talking about winter. So, I've been riding a bike through a lot of winters over a lot of years, and I've learned some stuff. And there are lots of videos out there about the right winter gear and the equipment, and I'll do some videos like that in the future, but that's not what I want to talk about today. Today I want to talk about 3 things that your city can do to make it easier for you and everyone like you who wants to ride a bike in winter. And number 1 on the list of things your city can do to help you ride your bike year-round is this thing beside me. It's a bike lane. Build more of these. And not just any bike lane. This is a separated bike lane. There's a separation between cars and vehicles, thereby making it more safe for cyclists. You don't have to ride right beside a passing automobile that will crush you. I would say separated bike lanes are even more important in the wintertime when the risk of slipping and falling is greater. You don't want to go slipping under the wheels of a passing automobile. Anyway, you often hear people argue that there's no point investing in bike infrastructure in winter cities, but I think the opposite is true. I think having that safety and that separation is even more important in winter. And so if you really want to make your life easier and you want to get more people out riding in winter, get your city to build more of these. Number 2 is snow, or more specifically, snow clearing. Now, clearing bike routes in winter is so important to getting people to ride their bikes in winter, and it will make your life as a cyclist so much easier. I mean, it is possible to ride through snow, especially these days with fat bikes, but to expect a large number of people to ride in an urban environment through snow is just unrealistic. And there's this old argument that people used to say, oh, why bother spending money on snow clearing in the wintertime because no one's gonna ride in winter anyway? Well, I think what's been proven over the years is the opposite is true, is that people don't ride because the lanes aren't cleared. And when they are cleared, people will ride. Snow clearing in bike lanes is so important. The city of Montreal for a long time, probably the best bike city in North America. For a long time, a lot of the bike lanes there actually closed in winter. They would lift up the poles and let cars take over, and the number of people riding in winter stayed relatively small. That's changed recently. They're doing a much better job clearing snow, and the numbers are going up. We see that here in Calgary. They actually do an excellent job of clearing snow from bike routes here in downtown Calgary. And as the number of cyclists rise, the number of cyclists in the wintertime has risen as well. It's not as high, obviously. I don't think we'll ever get as many people riding in winter as we do in summer, but the easier we make it on people, the more likely they will to do it. It isn't just a core group of hardcores. There are more people who do it when it's made easy. So, clearing bike routes of snow is so important, so make sure your city is doing it. And the third thing I want to share is maybe the most intangible of all, but your city can certainly make a difference here too, and that is what we'll call an attitude. There's an attitude toward winter that is a key part of winter cycling that sometimes gets overlooked. And that's why we're here today, because this place is an illustration of this attitude. It takes a certain attitude to become a winter cyclist as a person, but even as a community, I think it's important. We really need to have an attitude that embraces winter. And I came to this place because I think it really embodies that attitude. This is a working parkade here in my city of Calgary, but recently the top level was closed to cars and turned over as a park. And as you can see, it's kind of a cool spot to just come and hang out, really. There's some lights at night, it kind of lights up. There's a boardwalk here, it's full of colors, there's all these fun little slogans around. An innovative idea put in a place that it was unexpected, the top of a parkade. There's 5 levels of cars below me. This is open just in time for winter, and why this is important is because I think an attitude that embraces winter includes things like this. It's not just a personal thing, it's not just you being a winter person, but I think all of us on an individual level, we need to get out and embrace winter and not hide from it. But your city can do a lot to make winter a bit more accessible to you as well. Give people places to hang out that are safe, that are welcoming in winter. Things like making sure places are well lit, making sure there are shelter for places from the wind, making sure there are events. I mean, this is difficult during COVID times, but enabling people to get outside and have something to do is important. I think any of these things that can get people outside enjoying the elements instead of hiding from them is a really important part of embracing winter. And in turn cycling in winter as well. So it's kind of overlooked a lot, a culture that embraces winter. These are all very important elements in winter cycling, and and your community and your city can do a lot to help enable that. So there you go, 3 ways that your city can make life a little bit easier for anyone who wants to ride a bike in winter. Thanks for watching. See you next time.